In this video, I want to walk you through the process of finding your niche. Now, one of the questions that I get asked the most is, what should I sell online? And after watching this video, the principles that you learn will make answering that question very simple. So let's get started. First of all, let's start by discussing what exactly is a niche. Now, for our purposes, a niche is a small segment of the marketplace that is not being serviced by a large number of suppliers. So it means operating in a marketplace where competition is low. In order to find a real niche, often we need to niche down 2 or 3 levels in order to find something that's workable. Here's an example. So let's say we start with cycling as a marketplace. That is probably too broad if we're looking at niche marketing. So what we need to often do is just niche it down that level to say mountain biking. Now that still may be too broad. So we might niche that down again to downhill mountain biking. Now at that level, that probably allows us to find a real niche. What we're looking for when it comes to niche marketing is a specific group of people with similar wants, needs, motivations and desires. Often these people have their own language. It's a subculture within the marketplace, and downhill mountain bikers would fit into that perfectly. Now, you might think that downhill mountain biking is too small, so what we do, the way that we do business, is to set up one niche site for downhill mountain biking and then another niche site for trail mountain bike. Because we've done it that way, it means that we can talk specifically to that group of people versus trying to be very general. So, let's look at some of the criteria for a good niche. The first one is market size, and I'm going to go through each one of these individually. The second one is low to medium levels of competition. Then poor quality sites, passionate markets, spending money and ensuring that the numbers work. So let's go through each one of these individually. First of all, when it comes to choosing a good niche, I suggest that you choose a market where there are a minimum of 1,000 searches a month for specific and related keywords. So for example, if you were planned on selling downhill mountain bikes, you would need to ensure that there were 30,000 searches a month for the keyword downhill mountain bike, downhill mountain bikes, etc. So you might find that downhill mountain bike has 15,000 searches and downhill mountain bikes has another 20,000 searches, so that would give us a total of 35,000 searches. It is important to ensure that the keywords that you choose have buying intent behind them. So if somebody just puts in mountain biking, okay, we're not quite sure what they're looking for. It could be they want pictures, they want videos, but if somebody puts in something like downhill mountain bike, it's very specific what they're looking for, and there's a high probability that the people that are typing that into the search engines are looking for information on purchasing a mountain bike or a downhill mountain bike. Okay, so minimum of 30,000 searches a month. The next thing that I look for is low to medium levels of competition. Ideally, I would suggest that each market that you look at has 250,000 competing web pages or less. Okay, that's it when you very first start. Now, if you are very aggressive with your search engine optimization, you can go up to 500,000 competing pages, but just understand that it's going to be a little bit more difficult to rank for in the natural search engines, and you're going to have to spend a little bit more time and energy on search engine optimization. Okay, so 250,000 competing web pages, when you put your keyword in quotes and type it into Google, Google should bring up no more than 250,000 competing web pages, or if you're aggressive, no more than 500,000 competing web pages. Now, if you're in the UK, make sure that you set Google to pages from the UK. Okay, let's talk about poor quality sites. So we know that we want the volume of sites to be around the 250,000 mark, but in an ideal world, if we find that the competition has got poor search engine optimization and it's easy for us to beat them, it means that we can rank easier on pages of Google or other search engines. Okay, so we're looking for competition that is 250,000 or less, and in an ideal world that has poor SEO. Okay, and we also want poorly designed sites. So if we look at pages and they're difficult to read, or they are cramped, or it's hard to navigate, it's hard to find how to buy, Again, that's something else that goes in our favour. And finally, poor offers. Okay, if the offer isn't a good offer, that again goes in our favour, because we can try to put offers together that speak the language of the marketplace, that provide outstanding value. We can design a really nice, clean site that's easy to navigate, easy to order from, and do good SEO so that we rank within the search engines. The next thing that we'd look for is passionate marketplaces. Now, choosing a passionate marketplace to me is vital, okay? And the reason for that is, number one, there is a viral component to your marketing if you choose a passionate marketplace. So for example, when golfers get together, what do they talk about? They talk about golf. When mountain biking guys get together, they talk about mountain biking. And when fishermen get together, they talk about fishermen. Now, if you do a really good job for those guys, you speak their language, you provide amazing value, they're going to tell their friends about you and about your site, and there's going to be a free component or a viral component to your marketing. The other thing that passionate people do is they repeat buy. They don't just buy one thing one time. They'll come back off you and buy from you again and again and again. And you know, that is ideally what we want. We want to create customers for life. And also, passionate marketplaces are less price sensitive. Think about this for a second. If you find somebody that is, you know, really into a specific hobby, do you think they spend more or less? Okay, well, some of these guys will spend, you know, £2,000-3,000 on a mountain bike, thousands of pounds on a set of golf clubs. Okay, somebody that's just starting out might be, you know, spend a couple of hundred and think that's a lot. Okay, so if you go after passionate marketplaces, especially the top end of a passionate marketplace, they are very, very good at spending money, and that obviously is something that we want. Okay, the next thing we want to do is to ensure that they are actually spending money. It's not about them having the most money in the world. They don't have to all be millionaires in order to serve that marketplace. Just be sure that they are actually spending money. If they are not spending money, you won't make any money. Okay, so you've got to be sure that people are actually spending the money in the marketplace. So go ahead, go to Google and check that there's some pay-per-click ads there, and check that those are there not just one time, but they're there day after day, week after week. If somebody is spending money on pay-per-click, it's highly, highly likely that that pay-per-click must be profitable, and if it's profitable for them, it will be profitable for you too. Check completed listings. Are people spending money on eBay? Check magazines. Are people advertising in magazines? And do they place the same adverts week after week, month after month? Again, if they are spending money on advertising in magazines, it means that that magazine is profitable, they are making money, people are spending money in the marketplace, and you will make money too. Okay, the final thing is, do the numbers work? Okay, you can have a passionate marketplace that's large enough, the competition is in the right volume levels, the quality of competition is great, but if after all of that you can't buy products in and sell them at the right price where there's a profit at the end of it, it's not going to do you any favors. You're not going to make any money. Okay, so you must be able to make a profit. You must be able to go through your numbers and ensure that your numbers work in order for the niche to be a good niche for you. Okay, and if you check out our blog, you'll be able to find other videos where I go into that in much more depth. So to learn how to start your own online import business, go ahead and visit our blog. There's an absolute ton of free tips, techniques and resources on there. It's www.importpro.co.uk. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you soon.